Dana White and Conor McGregor have had a long history. From when McGregor was signed to the UFC, White saw potential in him and invested time in helping him grow as a fighter. White has been the biggest champion of McGregor's career from the start. He pushed for McGregor to be featured in more fights and better promotion deals. White was also one of McGregor's biggest cheerleaders and would often defend McGregor publicly in the face of criticism. Even when there have been disagreements, as can happen between any two people, White has continued to support McGregor and his career. White even spoke out against McGregor's antics outside of the octagon, which earned him a suspension and fines. One of the most publicly visible displays of support by White was when he rebooked McGregor for a rematch with Diaz after their first fight. That level of commitment to one of his fighters has been the hallmark of White's steadfast loyalty to McGregor. White also made sure that McGregor's profile was raised during his time in the organization. By capitalizing on McGregor's high-profile clash with Floyd Mayweather, White helped create a star power for McGregor that came to define him. White also lended vocal support to McGregor's CrossFit training and his other stunts both inside and outside of the cage. McGregor has always had a special status in the eyes of White, and he has continually rewarded his trust with huge payouts. In fact, McGregor's historic bout against the aforementioned Mayweather earned him a huge sum of money that White himself had to hand out. White led the efforts to get McGregor back in the UFC after his year-long absence following his third consecutive title win. He was also at the forefront of negotiations that saw McGregor become the highest-paid fighter in the UFC's history. White has also been a constant champion of McGregor in the media, often taking the stage to defend him against critics and call into question their perspective. Since McGregor's departure from the UFC, White has often spoken to the media about his admiration for him and his accomplishments. This admiration has seen White often state that Conor is one of the best fighters to ever compete in Ultimate Fighting Championships. White has also revealed that he blames himself for failing to give McGregor the deal he deserved and apologized to McGregor for not giving him what he was worth. White was also involved in talks to end McGregor's retirement from the UFC in 2019, which ended with McGregor being re-signed to the UFC. White has always been a keen supporter of McGregor's career, and McGregor himself has commented that White's support had a real psychological effect on his career. For his part, White has defended McGregor's decision to retire from MMA and said that it had nothing to do with money. He also welcomed the news of McGregor's return to the sport with enthusiasm and commented that with McGregor, the sky was the limit. While McGregor moves on to the next phase of his career, White has spoken of his hopes that the Irish fighter will remain in the UFC and be an ambassador for the organization. White was also keen to thank McGregor for all his efforts in the UFC, stating that he would never forget what McGregor has done for the UFC. White has also spoken about his admiration for McGregor's dedication to the sport and the loyalty he has displayed during his time in the UFC.